All right, this time we wanna use the VS Code. Wanna learn the VS Code about what we learned in strings. So in data type string, we defined how to create the. We first learned how to create the string. We can put it in the single quote, double quote, or triple quote if you want the multiple lines, right? This is how we define the string. For example, and then with the string, we can do indexing and slicing. Basically, indexing means we can access the letter, access the letters using the index of it. And the slicing is basically we get the substring using by just slicing the string we're given. So let's use a text is equal to Python as an example. And then indexing starting from 0. So index of this would be something like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And we learned that we also have reverse negative index starting from the end. So it's -1 for n, right? So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So -5, -4, -3, -2, -1. Things like that for each letter in Python, right? So based on this, let's see how we can indexing and slicing using this. So text of 0, let's comment this out, everything. Just focus on indexing first. So you can print it out using indexing. If you want to get the first indexing, the index starts from 0, so text of 0, which is P is the first letter, so you print up P. Negative indexing, print up that. So let's say, what if you want to print text like third one, then the index is starting from 0. So third one would be 2, right? And it'll print out the third one, which is what? T, right? Also, you can slice it this way, 1 through 4, then first, not first index at 1, index at 2, index at 3, but no index at 4 because we don't include this. The start and end, but don't include the end. So second, third, fourth one will be a YTH, right? Also, you can do it this way as well. But if you want to print out 1 to the end, so end will be skipped. So you can just type 1 to the end. It'll print out what is index at 1 is Y. So Y this until the end. You can do it similarly with this print. Let's clear this. You can print out this as well. You can use the just one column here, so you can leave the start part empty. Then it means you're gonna start from the beginning, right? And let's say 3. Then you endpoint is 3, but you don't include the index at 3, right? So index at 2 would be 0, 1, 2, T. So it'll return pyt, right? Let's run this and see if we're correct. So PTN, YTH, ON, PYT, right? I put P here, P should be the larger part, right? We also learned that we can concatenate repetition. So let's do it. Let's comment it out. And let's do the concatenation, repetition. Let's say first letter is hello, and the last letter is word, right? And we want to concatenate these two and have a one string hello word, right? And want to put the space in the middle. Then you can print out hello plus another string space if you want to add the space, and the last one as well. If you didn't add the middle, that one, and print out, it'll give you no space between those two, right? Does that make sense? Also, you can repeat the string as much as you want. Let's say this is a string you want to repeat, and times as many as you want to repeat. And it prints out, and this will print out, right? Here, no space, by the way. Right? If you put space here, for example, okay, let's do it this way. If you put it, if you put the space here, then the whole thing will be string. So space will be added because this whole thing space, HA space will be repeated 3 times, right? And let's print out and see if we're correct. Run again. Now, hello space word, hello space word, hello and no space word, hello word. Ha ha ha, no space here, and you add space here as well. Right? That's how we concatenate and repeat the string. What else did we learn in the class? We use the more functions for this list. So this time we use for list type and dot lower upper title kind of thing. So we directly can do this as well, but we can do this way as well. So let's say we want a text again. Let's say this is the string we want to use, then you can do text dot. You will see all the functions. You can use join, replace format, center, encode, find, index, lower kind of thing. So you don't remember everything, but you have to understand what is what. So here, Python understand this is the string, right? So string has this lower, and it says return a copy of a string converted to lower cases, right? So it returns to all the lower cases. So it'll return here all the little letters like this. What about upper? It'll return all the letters in cap. So title, okay. If you don't know, just return a version of a string where each word is a title cased, right? So this will return hello word, the same one, but each word, right? So H and W is capitalized. What about this one? Strip. Okay, stripping something, so return a copy of a string with the leading and the trailing white space removed. So here you see space, right? Be removed. So returning hello, right? Replace is replace of old one to the new one, right? So old one return a copy with all occurrences with the substring old and replaced by new, right? So old and new, so A and B, A with B. So I like cats, replace cats by dogs. So it'll return I like dogs, right? Sorry, I should have put the sharp to comment it out. I like dogs, right? And find P, right? What was the find P? Return a lowest index in S where the substring sub is found, right? Two P's are here, right? In Apple. But the first one, right? Here is the first one, right? And the index of it is 0, 1. So it'll return, 1, right? What about banana? Count A. So it's more intuitive, right? We count A in the string. So A is 3, banana. So it returned 3. Start with HE, right? It'll return what? True if S start with the specific prefix, false otherwise, right? So, okay, hello starts with HE, so it'll be true. What about this then? What about we say not HEL, but HO? Then it'll return false because it doesn't start with HEO, it starts with HL, right? End with is intuitive. If it'll return true if it ends with LO. So it's true, so it'll return true. What about it will return, we want to ask HE, right? And it will return, start with HE, but not end with, so it's false, right? And split, what is split? Return a list of words in the string using sep as a delimiter string. So using the sep, but we don't use sep. By default, they're using the space, right? So space, split, so it'll return a list, A, B, C, right? What if we say return, split it not by that, but split it by B? We want to split it when B happens. The B happens, in this letter, we split will be, this is one, this is the other one, right? So the output becomes A, and in the list, which we'll discuss more in the next chapter, see it like this, right? And also you can join the list to the string, but this is what you put in between, right? So if you do this way, that output would be A, B, C, but you put that hyphen in between, so it becomes like that, right? But if you put nothing, it becomes just nothing and ABC. If you put a space, then it'll put space in between, right? Okay, let's print out if we did it right. So let's clear the output. Let's see, we print it out. Okay, hello, all in little characters. Hello, all in caps. Hello, word with a space. Hello without the white space. And I like dogs, replacing cats with dogs. And 1, 3, finding count. True, false, true, false. Start with, end with, right? Split would be this by default by space. And split by B would be A space and space C. And join the items in the list to the string. And put nothing in between. Put hyphen, nothing, space would be hyphen, nothing, space, like this. Okay. What else? Okay, let me comment them out. Let's move on to the next one. What did we learn here? We also learned the other things as well, like F string, how we can print out things. Instead of using like comma, we learned, we can basically use F string and just write a string and add the curly braces where you can add the variables and print it out just as string, right? And you need to use the backslash if you want to actually use the codes, and you want to differentiate with the enclosing codes and use double quotes. Or if you want to start with the new line, you can use backslash and new line. Backslash T will give the tab, right? These are the ways you can change the string using the backslash, right? Okay, so let's print this out and see if we get the right answers. If we print out, okay, the same thing. My name is Alice and I'm 25 years old. So using this one, you don't need to worry about where we put the space and where we don't put the space, right? It'll be just one string line. Also, if you use a backslash, you can use the quotes in the string like this, double quotes. Also, you can start with a new line here, hello word, right? Also, you can add the tab in between words.